is Lord Kel from Hip Hop Gods, and I'm talking to Maseo from De La Soul right here on the King of the Mic tour. How are you, my friend?
I'm chilling, Lord. I'm having an awesome time out here, really.
Great.
Every day has been a different adventure.
Yeah. So this tour is, this is like the best tour I've ever seen. This lineup, you ain't seen a lineup like this since, well, Chuck was just saying, since Smoking Grooves. So,
I didn't have the opportunity to be a part of Smoking Grooves, but I was a part of 1989 Nitro Tour, and this reminded me completely of that moment.
Yeah.
LL was the headliner then, and Cube was on there with NWA at the time. Chuck and Flav, PE overall was on and off the tour at that time. They had Kane, had Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh, really just Slick Rick at the time, but this time we got Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. It's an amazing experience, man, to know the genre, the culture, the era came so far, and it's good to see all the people out there that grew up with you, reflecting on a moment in time in their lives that the music was so significant to them, pretty much being the soundtracks to all of our lives, and then here it is 25 plus years later, definitely plus years later for some others, but for us all to get on the stage and to be as old as we are now, but to still be as resilient and to be just as resilient and energetic and loving the music and the songs the way we did even when we recorded them back then. And I guess a lot of that has to do with the audience and how they've been responding. Already from the door, it's been extreme excitement. People, especially the 35 and older, they haven't gotten out the house and God knows when. So this is truly for them, you know what I mean? And it's a great education for the young ones, So all across the board, man, it's just been a great experience, with the experience we've all acquired. And for De La Soul, we actually get to relive a moment, being the opening act for all these guys when we sucked. 89, we were brand new to the stage, I think here it is. When we thought we had the stage performance together, we realized it was different stages of having a live performance. And when we embarked upon the Nitro Tour, we realized we wasn't ready for a performance of that magnitude, And now to relive it 25 plus years later, about 25 on the nose, we get to relive that moment with the experience, and it feels great to be the warm-up band that actually sets a pretty decent bar to get the party started, you know what I'm saying? And then LL closed it out with a smash, you know what I'm saying? Like he's supposed to.
It's it's hip hop heaven from beginning to end, and you guys really get it started. You mentioned people growing up with your music. Now those people are bringing their kids out to see it, and I think that's an amazing thing.
Yeah, that's definitely been really cool. Watching the Gaps Bridge behind this run here. It's very interesting to be a part of, because here it is in America. I think this is the first stage of preserving the culture. When it was for so many years, even now, in the eyes of so many, is just considered still to be a trend. You know what I mean? And it really is a culture. You know what I mean? It really is a major part of major music. Put it like this: it's a major part of our music fabric now. And that the world truly needs to reckon with, and we need to continue to preserve with programs like this. One thing I could say, traveling abroad, they preserve the music way better than we do, And I think it's something that I could honestly say Chuck D has taken note, and I think we've taken note, and being able to kind of spread that message through the rest of our comrades, which is giving it the lifespan I think it needs to have.
You know, speaking of that music, you and all the other DJs on this tour, I just had to point out that, you know, the DJ is the backbone of hip hop, and this could be called the Kings of the Wheels tour too, because we have so many amazing DJs. Chuck Chillout, who put most of you, was one of the first DJs to play most of you guys. Yourself, DJ Lord, DJ Crazy Tunes, Z Trip, and you know, just
absolutely. And then we also now about to get Chill Will at Barry B. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing. Yeah.
So I mean, yo, man, I'm happy to be a part of this whole ensemble. Really, like. And to be looked at as one of the kings, yo, that's honorable, man. I'm loving it. I'm living the dream. It's, you know, it's an amazing thing every day just to even put all the mechanics in position just to get it working for the night. You know what I mean? You know, and of course, something that's great can't happen without some sort of dysfunction or hiccup. So it's good to kind of even go through the trenches of all of that, because, you know, just so that people know this ain't easy, man.
Yeah.
It may look easy by the time we hit the stage, but it really isn't. You know, if it was, everybody would be doing it well. Because it appears to be that everybody is doing it, but not everybody's doing it well.
That's right. So, you know, you guys got a new album coming out called You're Welcome. Is there anything you can tell me about that?
We've been diligently working on it. That's one. We got a song out called Getaway featuring the Spirit of Wu-Tang. The album is just basically a title being sparked from the fans. You know, when we travel the world and they go, De La, thank you for the music you made. Thank you for your music getting us through a certain period in my life. Your music has helped me from committing suicide. Yo, it got me through college when I was failing. I met my wife over your album, and we named our son Maseo. Stuff like that is like, yo, it's priceless, you know. And what do you say to that? You know what I mean? Like, it beats any Grammy, American Music Awards, Soul Train Award, Hip Hop Awards. You know, when you touching just normal people like that, you know, and we not realizing what the music's going to do or is doing when we make it or put it out, you know. It's when the response come back and has such of a hell of an impression. The response has such a hell of an impression on me, like, what other word can you say but you're welcome? You know what I mean?
I hear that, man.
You know, but in saying you're welcome, I say thank you to the fans for appreciating what we've done. And as long as there's an audience out there willing to intake what De La's got to offer, we're going to keep making music. I mean, it's clear by now that we love hip-hop. I think that's clear, you know. We're going to always keep doing it our way. I thank God that we've been blessed to do it our way from day one, which gives us the ability to keep doing it like that today. So I guess it was all in the plans, man. You know, how it's going to close out, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm going for the ride. The fans will ride with me. My comrades will ride with me. I'm riding with them. And yo, we going to the grave with it all, you know what I mean? Because that's something that we all got to do.
That's right.
So let's just take it with us, you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, man. Well, you know, one last question. I just want to ask you, you know, College Radio Day is coming up, and I wanted to know how college radio and independent radio all around has affected De La Soul's career, and in how you think it affected hip-hop.
De La Soul's career, definitely in a major way. Hip-hop, in a major way. I mean, coming from the era we came from, here it is, we only had the opportunity to really get that kind of love on the mainstream level on the weekend. And it was mix show. It wasn't really a part of the top 10 or top 20, you know, fabric of daytime radio. We always shoved off into the nightlife. So college radio has always been real significant. You know, the up-and-coming DJs and program directors who were aspiring to move into mainstream radio were the true music lovers, you know, with no knowledge of programming. They just played what they loved, played what they liked, and it was those real music lovers that sought out not just De La, but the culture in general. Like, however it touched them, they felt the need to, you know, get on their grind and express it to the world in their own way. And here it is. People who work in college radio don't get paid, you know. Those are the true music lovers. So I got to give it up for college radio just truly being the main supporter of hip-hop in general, you know. And we just fell in line right with it, you know. So I think college radio will be significant forever. I think, you know, the byproduct of college radio is the internet, because all the college geeks is on the net.
Yeah.
All the kids who are like can't afford, let alone when Napster started, they couldn't afford to buy music because they got to pay college tuition or what have you, could barely eat. So to a degree, I was always kind of supportive of that, because I'm like, they can't afford to buy the music, they're broke asses, but they needed to get by. So give it to them, let them have it. 'Cause I remember being in that same position, man. You know what I mean? So it's all good, man. Big up to college radio, because literally is still the lifespan of hip hop.
Thank you. I really appreciate you talking to me, and keep up the amazing work here on this tour. It's a dream come true watching De La Soul every night, I tell you.
Peace. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Peace. Thank you, man.